Welcome to the noise pollution. So I'm watching a prayer video, right? To cancel curses of people who, like to do stuff behind closed doors that they think we don't know about. Some of us know. And it was almost finished, and I lost connection to the internet. So as I'm sitting here, over there behind me, behind the wall, I have beep beep, beep beep, beep beep, like somebody's hitting the button. So I said, fuck you, and they stopped. Now I hear this the whole time. It was way louder than that. It was drilling and all that stuff right after that. So I was like, oh, okay. So like, they'll both go fuck themselves. And then now I just lost internet connection. Nothing special. So that's the first thing today. Yesterday, I understand certain things that happened yesterday. And they decided to do work on the train at this moment. They could have did this all morning. They used to do it early in the morning to wake us up. I wonder if I got noise complaint. I hope they did because, 10 o'clock is time that you're allowed to actually make lots of noise. So, perps are going to take advantage of that now. They should, because maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll get caught on camera. I don't know. Either way, I don't care. I'm just still tired of this shit. So yesterday, I ignored the perps. There was only two. But Patrolman Smurf decided to go across the street to where Voodoo Smurf usually sits at. So was he buying him a coffee? I'm telling you, Voodoo Smurf moved up in the program. And that's why Ned Clay and his handler was always looking for him. Because there was another guy that was going up to Voodoo Smurf. He would go to the ATM at Dunkin' with an American flag shirt and just stare at me while he was getting money out. Like, what are you looking at me for? Get your money and get the fuck out. I don't care what you're fucking doing. And then he would hand them a giant envelope with stuff in it. But look at me the whole time. Like, focus on what you're doing. What are you looking at me for? Like, why do they always have to look at us when they're doing stuff like that? I recorded that, I think. I don't even remember if I recorded it or not, but I remember seeing it. It's like, I know what that is. You're paying him. So that guy was trading Voodoo Smurf to get to the next level. And Ned Flanders is their handler. He's everybody's handler. He's Booty Bandit's handler. Voodoo Smurf, Patrolman Smurf. The guy with the big ass Freemason chain. And then the other guy that wears the same chain. They all take turns wearing the chain. They don't own that chain. They take turns. And they wear it. They're all crowded when I go to Dunkin'. There was a crowd over there. And it's funny that they think they have me. But if you think about it, they're going to where I'm at, right? So I can catch all the shenanigans on video. So that kind of means I got them where I want them. Because I want you guys to see all the tricks of the trade that they do. So yeah, I get to see everything they're doing, record some of it, and then show it to you. You know what I mean? They think they're smarter than us. They really do. They're dumb as a doornail. They really are dumb, though, seriously. Because they do all this shit, and then we're like, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, there was a lot of one headlight cars, turning the corner at Dunkin'. Excuse me, where I would see it. Like, okay, and your point is? A lot of the times I ignore them, and a lot of other times I just take a sip of coffee and just stare at them. They find that offensive for some reason. But that's how you tell them that you're not really affected by it. So I'm gonna try to ignore them as much as possible. And then that way they'll do extra shit. Because they did that on, Sunday. I tell you, you know what the Bible says? There's gonna be enemies of your own household. I already know my brother-in-law is, because he's a narcissistic asshole. He says some horrible shit. And he still says stuff to this day. He said something the other day. He went to Costco. And I'm in the corner of the refrigerator section, out of everybody's way. He said I was in the way. My sister didn't hear it because she was walking. She walked away. But a person goes, men, right? So they always gotta say something. A stranger defended me, see? I tell you, they don't realize they slip up all the time when they do stuff in front of people. Usually they do that only in front of us, by ourselves, or in front of other family members that don't say anything. But my sister said something the last time he did it. She reamed him. I guess he took offense to that. Oh well. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. That's a fact, Jack. So we'll see how many perps are there today when I go through. I'm gonna get my brows done. So because I'm taking time out for myself and going to get beautified, there's this one perp that's there. He's always screaming. He's got his speaker. I didn't think to record it that first time I saw him because I'm like, who the fuck cares? His fucking handler was standing there waiting. Like watching him the whole time and like doing the head nods to him, like keep going. So I'm like, okay, but it's not working. And I said right to his face, I'm like, it's not working. You better tell him to stop. It didn't work when they walked into Starbucks and I was already sitting there drinking my Frappuccino, relaxing and charging my phone. I laughed right at him. He was going in there to get him something. And him and the perp. First of all, this guy is like, he must have lived over there. I don't know where he lives, but I've never seen him before that. I've been going to this place for years. And I never had seen him from that first day. And he was mad at me because I was wearing camouflage the second time around. And I had a camouflage hat, shirt, pants, and a tote bag. I went all out that day because I already knew he was going to be there. And lately I've been seeing KLL license plates, right? So we went to see my aunt. Mother's Day, we didn't get to see her. So we went to go see her. And for some reason my cousin said something really rude. And I'm like, where did that come from? He was never rude before. And I'm like, okay. Now we used to text for a while. We were texting and, he knows about conspiracies and all that. So he was probably playing me the whole time. He probably joined by now. Well, he got himself a new car. A brand new car. So, and he don't work, so you put two and two together. I don't have nothing new because I don't have money for that. I don't have anything. This program kept me in the dark and bankrupt and scapegoated. So I had a lot of health issues because of this fucking program. And that was the point. They wanted me to be dead. What happens is I became disabled at one point where I had to use a cane. My back broke. Like two of my discs slipped years ago. And it took a long time to find a surgeon. For some reason it was taking forever. But I was walking around with a cane, and my father used to walk around with a cane. You know what I mean? Like, they're trying to keep that going. When I see people that are disabled and walking like that, like they're crippled, they're making fun of me because, back then they had to take the discs out. They couldn't refill in between like they do now. So I had to relearn how to walk and everything. So I walk, I use both feet, both legs and everything. But I do have to stop on occasion. I do get a little bit of pain. That's why I'm going to physical therapy. So to fix that. And it helps. It helps a lot because it's a lot of exercise that I do in there. Like I make sure to do every exercise they tell me to do, and I work at it. That's very hard if you never do exercise at all, and then all of a sudden you just do it. Like it's still hard at certain points, but I get it done. And I always see Ned Flanders in that area too. It's like, how do you know I'm there? They fucking spy on us. That's how. It's very strange that he's only watching me. There was other people that went to the same bar when I went to when I first saw Ned Flanders handler. He walked in with his trench coat, the same hat too, the same hat, veteran's hat he always wears. The owner, I guess, must have told him so. That, you know what I mean? Like he got that before being on the club. He got that bar. There's no way he didn't get that bar. Especially any business like that without being in those clubs. Even though TIs, we really should have had this stuff for us. It's for us, but they steal it. These people love to steal our destinies and hopes and dreams and purpose, to bring us down. So going back to what my cousin was saying, I was like, what the fuck? Why is he saying that? He never usually says rude things. My brother-in-law, yes, but not him. I'm like, alright, something's up with him. So we go see his new car. I shit you not, his other car, which I thought was the neighbor's car, said KLL on the license plate. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, it must be his neighbor's car. Sometimes you live next door to people who have those types of cars, perp cars. So I didn't know it was his other car. I think he's selling it. So I see a similar car right before we were going to the cemetery to see my family's grave. And what I'm about to tell you, the second part of this, the perps will probably get mad. Good. So the first part, we didn't even turn the corner yet to get to the entrance of the cemetery. The license plate said KLL, and it was the same exact car at my cousin's house. And I'm like, is that him? I look on the mirror, when you put like little trinkets on your mirror, and it was something my uncle had. I thought they got rid of it, but I think he said he kept it. I was like, okay, why is he in front of our car like that? You know what I mean? It was weird. Like, the cemetery is pretty far from my house, so it was a little weird that he was there right in front of us. I don't know how he did it. I guess my own family member is a perp. I'm not surprised. I'm kind of surprised a little bit, but like in reality, it's like, yeah, because God reveals the enemies of your own households. I was just watching something like that today. I posted it in the comments section on one of my last videos. It does say that in the Bible. It says during these end times, God's going to reveal the enemies of our own household, which means family and close friends and all that. So sometimes we got to ride or die alone, you know what I mean? It's like ridiculous. So I was like, what the fuck? Why is that happening? You know what I mean? And it makes sense. I'm kind of glad I don't really talk to certain family members, and I already know, we're not cool enough for them, they're too worldly, these people, so I need to get out of the world. I need to get away from people like that. He's a heavy drug user anyway, so it's better off that I don't really hang out with him. Look at this couple making out with each other. Oh, they were. It's part of the program. I'm single, so they're gonna send a couple my way. Whether it's right there or in front of my house, blocking my driveway. There was a couple standing up against my gate once, making out, a young couple. we looked at them like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know why we didn't say get off the porch. We had to do stuff, so that's probably why we didn't say nothing. But I did, once or twice tell Perps to get off my property. Those times are funny. I have it, it's on my channel, but way in the beginning. I noticed YouTube took a lot of my old videos down. That has some really good footage. Like of TV shows and everything. I get, we always get copyright strike. Even though it's public, even though it's already on TV and you're watching it. So sometimes I have to put those videos as private if I want to show you something. But what I could do from now on, instead of recording it, just type it in the comment section that you watch this movie or TV show. You know what I mean? Instead of talking about it on my videos too, because they'll get flagged for that too. I don't understand this whole copyright shit. If you're just talking about it, you know what I mean? So, yeah. That's why I share the links in the comments so you can watch some videos. And this is how I study this program. And like I said, I've been putting on prayer videos before I leave the house. That seems to help a lot. When they see you, they get so angry because they know that means it works. They feel the fire from these prayers. They should, because they shouldn't be doing that to us, But then I remember this car, the same exact car, was parked in the area I'm about to go to today. I already showed you the last time I saw that perp. I saw him coming. I was hiding behind the wall of Target. That's where he always used to stand in front of Target, screaming and singing with his speaker out like Rhoda Smurf's doing now. So I'm wondering if it's the same, speaker. Nothing is ever theirs. They don't buy stuff for themselves. They tell the handler what they want, and the handler lets them borrow it. You cannot keep it. You have to give it back to the handler. The handler did pay for it. When they give it to them, they say, here you go. Go stalk this person or that person. Use this thing to do it. But you have to give it back to me because I paid for it. I don't think they're allowed to use their money unless they're doing drugs or drinking. Yeah, I dodged a bullet the other day. I was going to go to the mailbox after I had coffee. And I saw the drunk homeless guy and the other drunk guy. They were all headed to the park. And that's the way I would have to go to mail my letter. So I'm like, all right, I'll go another day. I might go mail it later today. Whatever mailbox I see, I'll mail it, But just be careful when you're mailing bills and everything. You probably should go to the post office to do it. Because people are stealing people's credit cards and checks and everything in the mail. Right out of the mailbox. They take the whole mailbox with them. And, go through the mail and take it. And they steal credit cards. Well, that's like very big identity theft again. And then they steal things from stores. Yeah. So just be aware of that. And there's a scam when you go to the grocery store. I think I don't know if it's an app or a card or something. You get money back when you shop. And then you say, yeah, I want money back. What happens is the cashier decides to take money from himself. So then you can't pay your bill, your grocery bill that you just bought all those groceries. They steal the money from you right in front of you. They'll just do it. They'll tap a button on their side on the register. They probably installed that. And they steal your money that way. Yeah. Aren't they swell? Then of course if you go to like 7-Eleven or something, they have the fake scammer things on top of the actual you know, where you put your credit card. One guy went to one of those stores. And he's like, why the hell is this thing moving? It's not supposed to move. The whole top came off. He pulled the top off. I said, what the hell is this scanner? The worker grabbed it and didn't want to be filmed. He's like, I don't know what that is. What is that? Let me see it. And he took it. He took it away. Yeah, so be careful with that too. That's why sometimes you gotta use cash. I know it's outdated and all that, but sometimes you have to use cash when dealing with certain stores. Because if you have a credit card or other means of paying for groceries and stuff, they steal it from you. That's what happened to me. I used something to pay with food because I didn't have enough cash, and these people like crowded behind me as I was punching the numbers in. Like this one girl was like, "Oh, can I get a straw?" But she was like right behind me, so they stole my money that way. I'm getting it back. I'm just saying I had to fill out paperwork to get it back. So I will never shop there again. So too bad for the perps. They'll never see me in that store again. One time they were mad though that they went in there and paid with cash. Oh, yeah, helicopter. And that other noise. I was watching a curse breaking video yesterday, and I was sitting outside finishing it. I saw the helicopter and heard it. And then I saw two chemtrail planes spraying at the same time, making an X in the sky. It was great. It was wonderful. Yeah, it's over my roof. $10,000 every time they do this. They just have $10,000 to spare. Just for the helicopter to pass by our house multiple times in a minute. Whatever. I've noticed a lot of fires in the neighborhood too. Like a lot. So that's witchcraft too. Because it was never like this. It was like a fire every week now. And it smells so bad too. I watched the whole house get knocked down from the fire. That was crazy. The big one just not too far from here, like right behind the building, not on that block. So I tell you, TIs, when you want to get beautified in any way, take time out for yourself. You get angry. They mostly follow me at the hair salon. They follow me to get my legs waxed. That's gonna come up too. I'm gonna get my legs waxed and a pedicure on the same day. And then I gotta get my hair did because I got a party coming up next month. Woo, woo. Arf, arf, arf. Sounds like a fucking robotic dog. Doesn't even sound real. They have that technology. They have the technology to have like fake dog recordings and cat meows. That's what I'm saying. They have too much time in their hands that they're coming up with this technology. I don't know if you guys can hear me because there's so much fucking noise right now. I'm trying to be near the speaker so you can hear it, you know. I know I talk low. I've always talked low. And take your voice away when you're in this fucking program too. Anyways, while we're at the grave, I forgot about this whole story. A butterfly comes flying around the park. And it's going near where we're going. You know, one back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, come on, butterfly, come with us. It starts following me. And one grave was sticking out across from where we were, so it landed there. I was like, oh, how are you, butterfly? So we did our thing. and I look over, the butterfly's still sitting there, so I took a picture. And then as we were leaving, it's leaving with us, and it's like circling around us. All of a sudden I look up, 2 butterflies. So this butterfly and another butterfly were chasing each other above my head. Like literally above my head. I looked up and there they were. It was so cool. And then my sister goes, "There's another butterfly right there." I'm like, what? I saw a robin when we first drove in. They hop around. They're so cute. Staten Island has a lot of robins everywhere, and Central Park Zoo. Central Park. If you want to see blue jays and robins and cardinals, you definitely go to Central Park. They're everywhere. I have a video about Central Park on here on my channel. If they didn't take it down, it was really peaceful, but it was nice. There was turtles, a blue jay, a raccoon. It was just sleeping in the tree. It was funny. But we saw a lot of rats. Well, the subway is right there, so there's like a little entrance to the zoo and then to the park. So we got the subway and yeah. There was a lot of them in the subway too. But if you think about it, if that's a very populated area, you know, people eating their food, they're throwing their food in the garbage, some of them throw it on the floor. But then there was a lot of food trucks too. I don't think I've ever seen that many food trucks in my life. Ever. Since I've been there. So that helps with the garbage too. I think I saw like 10 rats that day. It was so gross. They're so gross. They're huge. One of those was as big as a cat. Whoa. Show the banner. Anyway. Yeah, so these are little starlings. They're an invasive species of bird, I heard. They're from Britain, of course. Thanks, England. I mean, they are pretty though. I'll go with that. They got iridescent feathers. And inside the feathers, like a lot of spots. So that's what they call starlings. They look like stars. And they sound like R2-D2. It's funny. Mockingbirds sound like that too. Yeah, we get mockingbirds a lot back here. They just gardened like 2 weeks ago, and the mockingbird came around. He was chilling on the fence like that. He was in front of all of us. The birds usually don't come near humans. Like he's like wah, 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 quacking, cracking at us. And he's hopping in the dirt. And he was in the tree. Like we didn't have any food or anything either. When you garden, you turn up the dirt, so it's probably like worms and stuff. That's when all the birds start coming. I was so happy to see the cardinal. Because I hear them. I open the windows and I hear them. They're on the roof. And then when I go outside in the front, I hear them. But I never see them. I came out here and that's when I saw one. I was like, what? We used to have a family of cardinals. So that was cute. The babies are gray and poofy feathers. They're so cute. They meow like cats. It's funny. We kept thinking of a cat was back here. And there's a whole family underneath the barbecue. They were cute. I took pictures. They're in my photo album. I'll tell you, hopefully the perps are mad at me for taking a day to myself today. And they're mad at me that 2 butterflies are flying around me. Well, there was really 3, so that was all 3 family members that were in that grave. Butterflies don't come near people either, is what I'm trying to tell you. They never come near people. I've had so many beautiful experiences with butterflies. And perps get mad at that. They watch us wherever we go. So I'm pretty sure they saw that. Good. Be jealous. It's not going to do you any good. It's going to give you a heart attack later in life. Or a brain aneurysm. From being jealous. I don't really have much, you know. I'm not like a millionaire or anything like that. I'm not even an heir. I'm not even the letter M. So they just don't like me because I'm empathetic. So I get scapegoated a lot, like a lot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get my coffee and then come back here. You know what I mean? I would go to the park, but you know, these perps are all hanging out at the park, so. Oh, I remember when my friend came over. Booty Bandit did his thing. Showed us his ass and everything. I think it's still on my channel. And then we went to the park to hang out. Just to sit there and hang out. Just to talk or whatever. You know, to take a walk. And then we saw the other guy. He was flipping out. He had his shoe off. He almost got run over in the street. He was screaming in front of the kids. I was like, what the fuck? That is somebody on drugs. Homeless and on drugs. That's from gang stalking. That's what's gonna happen to all the gang stalkers. They're all gonna be homeless on the streets. I don't know how they think they're covered. Doing witchcraft too. It's not gonna help you in the long run. So short term. I don't even know what to call it because I don't do that shit. I encourage you guys to do anything that makes you happy. Even if it's just for a few minutes, you know? It pisses off the perps, and it's good. And you don't have to do anything in front of them anyway. You could just hang out in your own apartment or something, or your house, your backyard like I do. Just sit here and chill and bird watch. That's what I'm doing. Just to try to relax myself before I go out into the world. It is them. The whole fucking world is crazy. And it's the frequency too. They spray all the shit in the air. That's why they didn't do it today. It's all clear today. You know, any noise campaign, all that stuff. The building at the end of my block is almost finished. I haven't seen any construction workers. The construction workers aren't coming around anymore. But I saw him driving a car, and it was like a tow truck. Of course, as soon as I got to Dunkin', I saw that. That's when he synchronized me in the street. They always synchronize with us. But that's the program too. Not even that they have a tracking device on them that tells them where we're going, which is true. But the frequency is telling you get there right now. And, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like the handler does their voodoo or whatever behind closed doors. See? Told you. Confirmation honk. That was the train. They're doing construction work on the train. I'm going to try to get to Coney Island too this year. Walk on the boardwalk. Maybe play some games in the arcade. I don't know. I do want to go to the beach this year. I want to try to get to the beach more often. Because I can do flexible hours between appointments and free time. This shit's taken over my life. But it's all witchcraft. Nobody wanted me to be successful in any kind of way. That's collective witchcraft. And I'm putting prayer videos on to break these witchcraft curses, and it's working because they get very angry at me. Oh well. Alright, let me go back in. I gotta think another hour to kill before I have to leave. I'm gonna stay there for a little while too, like maybe 2 hours. Get my brows done, I got a little something else done. I'm probably gonna go get a frappuccino. Yum yum yum. Caramel ribbon corn frappuccino. When perps see me drinking that shit, they get so mad. Why let them get mad? Because what happens is they see me being happy and content and peaceful, and they start going batshit crazy, and then if I don't say nothing, they get even more crazy. They start screaming like a crazy person. There you go. You know, maybe people see me recording and Dunkin' and in front of my house, and they don't say shit. They don't say anything at all. Some of them get mad, but they still don't say anything. That's why, they fucked up, those two. Why are you always recording me? Why are you always following me, bitch? Stop synchronizing with me and gang stalking me. Then I won't record you. Simple as that. Fuck around and find out.